Mughal Empire. Akbar was one of the greatest emperors of the Mughal dynasty. It was during the reign of Akbar that the rule of the Mughals truly began, for both Babur and Humayun had ruled for extremely short and interrupted periods. Akbar was a minor at the time of his father's death and was under the guardianship of Bairam Khan. Soon after succeeding to the throne, Akbar had to firmly establish Mughal authority and regain the territories it had lost. His enemies challenged his rule, and another historic battle was fought at Panipat, one in which Akbar emerged victorious and firmly established the Mughal power as the dominant power in India. Akbar was still under the guardianship of Bairam but now wished to become a full-fledged king in his own right. Bairam, while providing invaluable service, had begun behaving in a high-handed manner which had resulted in many enemies. In 1560, Akbar expressed his desire to take over, to Bairam, who reluctantly agreed and prepared to leave the empire. Akbar made the tactical mistake of appointing Pir Muhammad, an enemy of Bairam's, to oversee his move out of Mughal territory. Bairam considered this an insult and rose against Akbar. He was however defeated but allowed to continue out of the empire by Akbar because of the tremendous services he had rendered. Tragically, however, Bairam was killed by an Afghan who held a personal grudge against him. Luckily, his family escaped and his son Abdur Rahim was taken in by Akbar and rose later on to become an important noble of the empire. After assuming control from Bairam, Akbar did not immediately get full control of the empire. His foster mother Mehemanagd and her son Adam Khan and some of her family were exercising an undue influence on the state. Adam Khan led some conquests which, although successful, were brutal. Akbar, unable to tolerate their actions, put Adam Khan to death in 1562. His foster mother died of grief 40 days later. Akbar, at the young age of 14, was now finally in control of his empire. Akbar began a process of consolidation and expansion. He extended the empire's frontiers and they covered almost the entire country, even reaching deep into the south. He set up the Mughal administration, drawing heavily on the institutions and concepts that Sher Shah had used. Under Akbar, the Mughal Empire reached its peak, with its influence extending to almost all parts of the country as well as major developments taking place in the arts and the economy. Akbar ruled for a period of 51 years, which was the longest reign amongst the Mughal emperors. Akbar was one of the most able rulers amongst the Mughals and one of the greatest emperors in Indian history. Akbar was a very wise and open-minded ruler with a sound character. He was an able administrator as well as a capable soldier. He possessed tremendous courage, often risking his life, and was also extremely strong.